I understand you have this P90 program that really helps people go through, living an alcohol-free life. Can you tell us about that, even the starting points with it, if someone's interested in saying, I'd really like to change, but I'm around people, I go to events that always do it. It's something I know so well. Because breaking a habit is hard, let's be honest, no matter what the habit is, even if it's really bad for you, you know it. So what is your system that you created and how does that work?
Thank you for asking. Um, so we use neuroscience to help people rewire their mindset around alcohol. So they have power over alcohol. Alcohol no longer has power over them. My organization is called Alcohol Free Lifestyle. We help mostly executives and business owners who are well educated. In most cases, they're affluent, they're successful, they're peak performers in maybe their financial life, their business life, their executive life, but they drink too much. They know they drink too much, and their attempts to stop drinking over the years have been ineffective. They've tried brute willpower. They've gone to an AA meeting. They hated that. They've thought about rehab, but their drinking's not nearly that bad to warrant going to rehab. They've done 30-day challenges like dry July and dry January, and they quit for a while and they feel really good, but then they say, oh, I'll just have one or two, and then the slippery slope gets them, and then all of a sudden they're back drinking again. Most of our clients, I'm sorry, all of our clients, none of them are what I would deem alcoholics. They're very successful people, mostly in their late 40s and mid 50s, who just drink too much. And it's the consequences of that are marital strain, high blood pressure. As you referenced before, they're on anti-anxiety medication, prescription drugs in many cases. They're probably 15, 20, 25 pounds overweight. They know they could lose that. They have low energy. Their sleep is compromised at best, woeful at worst, and they're not present with their children. They're foggy, they're irritable, they're distracted, and they can't seem to break the chain of habit around drinking alcohol at the end of the day to help them cope with that. To speak to your other point regarding the social aspect of it, our clients, when they come to us, also have a belief that they need alcohol to do a business deal and network and entertain clients, that they need alcohol to celebrate at the end of the week after a hard days or a hard week's work, that there are corporate golf days they have to go to, where there's open bars, where there's events that they need to attend to, where they need to be seen to be socializing and not just consuming alcohol, but making alcohol available to their colleagues or their staff or their clients. When they come to us, they're like, I've got to do something. Like, I can't go on like this because I just feel so bad. And so what we do is we introduce the latest neuroscience. We show them the latest nutrition. We show them how to have fun without alcohol. We show them how to have conflict resolution without reacting, rather responding. We educate them on the difference between reacting and responding. We show them how to have healing conversations with their wife or husband or their children. We show them how to just get their body moving again and be mobile. We show them how to reduce stress and anxiety so the cravings for alcohol diminish. And we do that inside of a 90-day program with other executives and entrepreneur clients. We have a Zoom group coaching call daily. Participants just need to be on 2 of those per week, but they can be on 7 a week if they want. And then we send them a pre-recorded training video each day for the 90 days that they're with us, which has a neuroscience-based learning around rewiring the mindset around alcohol. To be clear, we are not AA. We're not a 12-step program. We're not religious, although we have religious people who go through our process. We're not surrendering to a higher power and all of that kind of stuff, which is what AA does. We're the exact opposite of that, all right? And rather than us helping people to quit alcohol, we help them choose an alcohol-free lifestyle. We don't use terms like sobriety, sober, recovery, because we think that they're nonsensical words. recovery. No one has to recover from anything. Everyone is just everyone. You are just who you are. And rather than what I submit as an ineffective methodology for trying to stop drinking, which is I got to stop, I need to stop, I got to be sober, I'm sober, I'm going to recovery, which is getting you focused on the drink and the problem, we introduce neuroscience and positive habits and mindset where we're having you choose to be alcohol free. They've done a lot of studies that show it's a lot easier to complete a task if you tell it what to do versus if you tell yourself what not to do. The anecdotal example of that is if you're skiing on the ski slopes and you're going down the hill and you're saying, don't crash, don't fall over, don't go into the trees. A lot of times we just tend to suddenly fall over, crash, and go into the trees. But why? Because we've been telling ourselves on the way down, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end up doing that. And it's the same with alcohol. Don't drink, I shouldn't drink, I've got to quit, I have to quit, I'm sober, I've got to practice sobriety, I've got to do recovery. Then we end up just drinking more. Whereas this way, it's like more of a fun, positive, uplifting experience where we get to level up and choose our lifestyle with self-awareness and conscious communication and healthy habits. So that's what we do. That's how we're different from, say, the traditional modalities out there. And it seems to work. The University of Washington study showed a 98% reduction in drinking from all those who went through that process.
Amazing when you just shift that again. That's the shift in perspective we were talking about, this holistic approach to it. And it's very similar to what I believe is what medicine should be doing, is not that we're treating the disease, giving you a diagnosis, a label, I am a cancer patient, focus on cancer. It's how do we optimize you to heal yourself? How do we put you in the environment that the disease no longer can persist? And we don't focus on that diagnosis, that label of who you are, but we focus on making you the best person day by day, improving to where you are no longer in any dis-ease.
Yes.
So that seems to be the approach you've taken, and it is one that is using this kind of like neuro-linguistic programming approach, all these different things to set yourself up for long-term success
Yes. Yes.
instead of this short-term, as you said, sobriety of things and alcohol-free and everything. It's just you're just living an optimal life.